Hello, farmers. Welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. It is evening. It is time for bed. But we have one more thing to do. We got $900,000 in our bank account. I need this $100,000, as we do know. So I think just paying off $800,000 off our loan would be nice. So if we come into our money situation here, our loan's at $34,705,000. So I'll get it below. We'll get it below $34 million, which is good. But that'll just leave us a little bit of cash and to start the day tomorrow. So let me log onto my phone here, pay off some of this loan that we need to, and I'll bring it back and we'll sleep through the night. With the money all transferred, yep, $100,000 in a bank account. If we come in here quickly, look at our loan, $33.905 million. So looking a lot better. Let's see, it is 9:30 at night, so if we sleep 9 hours, that'll be 6:30. That sounds really good. Hopefully no rain in the forecast. There's a few things that we need to do this morning to start the day. First, we'll check contracts for field 33 or 35. I got 17,000 in the bank, so it's just enough to do what we needed probably to do. Cultivate field 33 for 7,000. I guess we could do that. I'm looking for field 35. Anything for field 35? No. I mean, I'll accept it. If I get to it, I get to it. If I don't, I don't. Not a big deal. But we need to start the day in a few spots. Need to come over here and check out our factories. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we are full on the sugar. So let's go ahead and move that. And at some point this morning, we need to take care of our greenhouses, which we'll probably do first, because the sugar beet, we got enough sugar beet here, and I don't have enough to put the full trailer that we dumped down into our little parking area over by the hog barn. Speaking of the hogs slash pigs, those might be sold today as well. I think we might have a full hog barn or close to it. So we'll get some money that way. We'll check the prices. The price for the sugar, by the way, is kind of stopped in the $860s, $860. So last episode we were waiting for the sugar to go up last night, and it did go up, but it stopped at $860, which is, it's okay, but it's not what we're looking for. So we're going to hold on to the sugar and not sell it just yet. But I should be checking the prices first thing this morning. This is good to go. And the contract in field 33 we did finish. And we can see I brought the barley over, and this is what we got out of it. That much bread. And we're going to have tons more barley to bring over today. This glitch can make you go a little weird with this bakery over here with that tile flickering like that. Let's go in and check the prices this morning and see what we got for pricing. We're going to, cotton is kind of important, $16.92. We've seen that a little bit better, so we're going to hold on to that. How about the wool? Seen better prices. How about the milk? Oh, wow. The milk prices are terrible just everywhere. Anything else that I do have? The sugar, we're piling up. Yeah, so $863 was the price it stopped at. And the bread today, even the bread today is not looking the greatest. All right, so other things to check on. The pigs. I can wait on the pigs for a little bit. We can still fit another 40 some odd pigs in there. I want to keep them the most amount of pigs I can there for a while because we got awfully low on the slurry for spraying the field. So I need a lot of pigs in there for a while to bulk up on that. And if I scroll down to the cows, how are they doing on the manure? They gave me about 15,000 manure overnight, which we might need today to spread on our field. And you can see we got tons of milk to sell at some point. Oh, and the horses. I don't think we got any horses to sell today. These are the horses we did yesterday, so they're going to take a while. One more day on this stable, and 3 more days on this stable. So if we come over here to our greenhouses, let's get the HUD up and come over here. I do believe these may need some, yeah, since we're at 3% and 4%, I think we need to take care of the greenhouses probably first thing this morning. Which means I need my trailer, which means the harvest on our barley field is going to be on hold for a little bit. I did go ahead and get the harvest going. I can't jump over that fence. Let's just teleport. I did get the harvest going on the barley field a little bit last night. I almost got a full combine. So if you go here, I started in this field here and got that much done just to give us a head start. But let's go ahead and we'll drop that for a second. Yeah, I was lining up the trailer to load the sugar beet, but since the sugar factory is not completely empty, I won't be able to put the whole trailer in there just yet. So we'll hold off on that. So we'll start the morning by taking care of our greenhouses, which is kind of important because of property income. And I know where my water trailer is because I last used it to kind of fill up the Pepsi factory. I still got a couple of pallets down here I can probably get rid of, but since it's not causing lag, I'm not in a big rush to get on down here. I'll pick them up when I go through with like a few empty spots on the trailer and I'm going to like the bakery or something with like some sugar or the bread. I need to fill up the trailer anyway, so let's go ahead and empty the water they got into the greenhouses. I can never top off the greenhouses with one trailer, so no sense to go topping it off just to get like all the way to near the end. And somewhere in here is the trigger. There we go. And we'll make sure our greenhouses stay up and running. Muy importante. I wasn't even paying attention, but when I slept through the night, I didn't see what my loan interest was. So when the tanker is filling up back with water, I have to go back into our money account. I didn't catch it. I kind of stopped looking because I really don't have a goal set for the loan interest at this point. I'm more interested in getting the loan below 30 million. And I should have enough water to fill up one more trailer. There is still just a tiny bit of lag around here, but it's nothing like it was with the Pepsi factory. It could be all the pallets that are around here. So I got 4 more greenhouses to top off. Yeah, we got tons of pallets sitting around here. But then again, after I had all these factories up before the Pepsi factory, I always talked about just a tiny bit of lag. Pepsi factory though was just, oof, wow, it was terrible. Let's see, while this is filling up, yeah, we can do a few things while we're waiting for this to fill up. There we go, that's filling on up. We'll jump over this, we'll go grab our wheel loader. I think the pigs might need to be cleaned out, I'm not too sure, but they look like they got a little messy. And while that's warming up, I do want to go back in here. So what did we pay for loan interest last night? Wow, down to $95,000. That's looking pretty good. I mean, still a lot of money you got to earn every day just to pay off the interest on the loan. But slowly but surely we're digging into it. Kind of like this pig food that the pigs have left out here. So probably wait. Let's see what I said I could fit probably 40 more pigs in here. That's almost a full day's worth. So I may not sell pigs today. We'll sell them tomorrow. I'm not going to worry too much that they won't be reproducing overnight because I have too many hogs in the barn. Just that I want a full probably hog barn overnight for the reason of I need more slurry for the next time it comes to fertilize the fields over here. And that reminds me, I got to hire the worker. I already got our New Holland T8 tractor over there. He is ready to plant cotton back in, so I need to get that going. So I better do that before I forget about it. We'll be back in the wheel loader just shortly. Let's come over here. Fire it up. Yeah, so we got some cotton that we want to plant. Hey, you gotta turn the lights on, huh? You think it's that dark out? And there we go. So that should be double fertilization. Yes, it is. And he's going to be there for a while doing that. Let's jump back over here to our truck. Oh, it's still running. All right. Fire it back up. And we'll go top off our greenhouses. And then we'll come over and grab the trailer. Fill it up with some manure and definitely give all the greenhouses the manure that they need as well. So yeah, just keeping our eye on the market for now. We got plenty of stuff to sell. I don't know if it's going to be a great day for selling or not. Let's see, I said the last 4, correct? We'll make sure. I'll stop off at this one right here just to be sure. It may take a hair or none at all. This one definitely should take some. And one of these next two are difficult getting into the trigger. Oops, I was in it. There we go. No more water. And it looks like I need to keep a track of my processed meat because I think I got enough pallets over there where I may not be producing any. So much going on with the factories, you kind of forget about some of them. Yep, we have produced a lot of meat. Yep, it's a full one. So at some point yesterday I stopped making the meat. Whoa. Well, isn't that a pickle? I can get that down though. I'll have to use my no flight mode to get up there and I'll just toss it down. Because I don't think the autoloader is going to pick that up. That's what you get with the Lift Anything mod sometimes. You just... yeah, just place down, and of course... they're spinning like a top because... of my SATEC side panel. I don't have a dead zone on it, so it must be sensing I'm trying to twist it a little bit. Doesn't do it all the time. Yeah, that's a good place for it. Just air out the meat. And how many liters of meat do I have? Because when it comes time to sell pigs... yeah, I think I'm fine for now. That should last a little bit. Let's come back over here, grab our truck, bring our water tanker back. We'll grab our trailer, fill it up with some manure, and come over here and top off our greenhouses. Need about 3 more loads of manure, including this one right here, and we should be good to go to take care of our greenhouses. I had to go take care of the T8 seeding the cotton field. Yeah, he had a little problem up by the alcohol factory making wine. Those pallets I put out the other day, even though they're on the other side of the fence, yeah, it's detecting those early, and it's not. Yeah, he's having a little trouble at the end of the field. So hopefully, next time by, he's clear of that. Speaking of clear, we're clearing out the manure in the hog barn area as well. But I usually don't always use 70,000 liters over here at the greenhouses, but I think I could probably get away with 6 loads, but I always put 7 in here. Nothing worse than getting just about done and then just running this short and you have to come back and top off a little bit. So if you're going to overload it, might as well overload it enough to make sure that you have enough. And this should be more than enough to take care of our greenhouses. And if I want to, I could probably go over and top off the vineyard as well. Make sure I get this out of the way because I'm probably going to be bringing back more manure, so I need to dump it off in there. Like I said, we'll be using that again shortly when it's time to top off the trailer with some sugar beet, which is that pile right in front of us. 90,000 liters of sugar beet. Hopefully no traffic is coming because I can't see around the corner too well, but we're good to go. And we have kept our greenhouses up and running, it seems. Am I not close enough? Nope, not close enough. We'll get it close enough, hopefully. Let's back in the year. There we go. Let me scroll out more so I can see where the back end is. And hopefully I can get close enough on this one here. There we go. Now we got it. So as long as we can see vegetation inside the greenhouses, then we know that they have just enough manure and water. Give it the manure. Thank you very much. So yeah, I just got to figure out at some point today what we're going to sell. to bring in the cash because the greenhouses at bioheating. What is the great demand at bioheating? Now, I do have a good amount of wood chips. We should have anyways from our wood chipper. So maybe the great demand's for that, but it could be for straw, hay, or grass as well. And we are going to have straw because we are doing our barley fields today at some point. I'm not sure if I'll get to it this episode or not. This morning might just be tidying up here. I mean, taking care of our greenhouses, our sugar beet harvest, or our sugar factory. I'll spit it out. And making sure that our T8 has no problem seeding the cotton down. Where's the trigger for that? Oh, there it is. That one is a tricky one. There we go. And I should be able to unload this before I run into the ramp. Yep, we're good there. Yeah, our greenhouses are good for about 3 days now. Our grass field's doing the grass field things. I don't see my T8 stuck up here by the vineyard. Or the, sorry, that's where the alcohol's made. The vineyard's actually kind of behind us. Let's go put this manure back where it needs to be. Then we'll park the trailer over here by the sugar beet pile, and we'll grab the wheel loader and start loading that up. And get it ready to go over to the sugar factory. So we will be planting potatoes in the far field. I thought about planting sugar beet again, but we do have 500,000 liters of sugar beet in the silo. And of course we got 90,000 liters sitting in a pile over here. So I figured, yep, we'll go ahead and mix up and plant some potatoes. I made sure that our seed drill does potatoes as well. It is a modded seed drill, so it will do potatoes for us. Can I get in here without hitting anything? Well, I'll try to hit something on the way out if I can. There we go. And maybe I should wash off the trailer before we fill it up with some crops, right? Now let's go ahead and do that. Let's try to do it the correct way. I mean, the trailer's not extremely dirty, but hopefully the pressure hose will reach that far. There we go, it will. We're golden. I mean, technically we're not really cleaning out the inside now, are we? But we are really cleaning the trailer as the game intends us to. And while we're here, let's rinse off the truck. Oh no, it's fine. I've gone far enough. We're plenty far enough to wash off this beautiful blue Volvo that we have here. There we go. Now we'll just park this right on over here. And we'll get ready to load up some sugar beet. But before we do, what are you doing here? What the heck? Why did you miss a whole row? What are you having in your morning coffee today, sir? You missed a whole row here. We'll have to come back and take care of that later on. Was it because of these? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Since we're here though. Can we just drop it? Drop it? Drop it? There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure why the worker missed a whole row. That's kind of interesting. Anyways, it's hard to find good help these days. Oh, makes me want to cry. Yeah, let's go ahead and load the sugar beet. This should all fit in the trailer because, well, it came out of the trailer. But let's go ahead and load it up. It should take like 9 bucket loads, and we'll dump it on in there. And hopefully the sugar factory can take most of it, if not all of it, because I still need the trailer to do the barley harvest over on the east side today. trying to figure out if this is a modded New Holland wheel loader that I have, or is this the in-game one? Because I thought about changing up the paint scheme on it. I kind of like the one we have going on Green Mountain Forest. Had to think about what map it was on first before I said so. So this crop only sat out here for one night. We'll see if the animals got into it. See how many liters of sugar beet we lost. It would be rather interesting if we gained sugar beet. It could happen. And this should be all the rest of the sugar beet. See if I can see any more on the ground here. Is there a little bit over here? Or is that just a shadow I'm looking at? No, it was just a shadow I'm looking at. Alright. So we dumped 90,000 liters on the ground. My guess is we're not going to have a full 90,000 liters back into the trailer. Maybe short a few liters. And I just realized I have my time scale at 1. I'm like, boy, the morning's going by slow. It's still only 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, you left the time scale at 1 there. That's because I was working late last night and I didn't want the time to go by too quickly. Oh, okay. Makes all sense now. Alright, so the question is, do we have 90,000 liters of sugar beet in the trailer? I'm going to say we're short 10 liters. Or, no, we're going to have all 90,000 liters. Alright, well, okay. I know I said that I never get fully back what I put on the ground, but there you have it. Let's go see what the sugar factory will take. I think it's going to take at least 80,000 liters. As we zip around here. I guess I could feed the rest of the sugar beet to the pigs. That way I can get my trailer back and start on the harvest. That would be kind of nice. While that is emptying, I'm just curious, is the upper plateau... Okay, you're not missing any more rows, that's good. Is the upper plateau... Ooh, the upper plateau, our fields up there are ready for harvest as well. I didn't go back in here and check on the pricing of... Oh, so the great demand is for hay. Well, you're not getting my hay because I really need that. I was hoping it was for wood chips. The price for wood chips, though, is going up $139. I mean, we do have a good amount of wood chips, but that's not enough to give me like $100,000 worth. Yeah, so 11,000 liters left of sugar beet. I say we go ahead and top off the pigs with it. That way I can get my trailer and we can head over and empty out the combine and get back to harvesting. Get some of that done today. Or I mean this morning in this episode. I'm just curious why my T8 went ahead and just skipped a row for some unknown reason. For a second there I was like, am I using course play and I set it on to skip a row somewhere? Alright, so I don't want to put it into the silo. I want to put it into here. These pigs should have no problem taking all that. Speaking of, I think the pigs might need some food as well. Water, straw, but as for the rest of it, they're not doing that bad. Do I have straw in here? I mean, I could look at my wonderful little thing out here. Where is straw? Yeah, I got 90,000 liters of it. Let's go ahead and grab some straw. And my trailer seems to want to keep the door open. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. Close the door before that straw falls out. Thank you very much. So I may actually use the loading wagon over on the east side since we're doing barley and collecting straw. I need to bring some more straw back over here because, well, for one, the hogs are taking all the straw that we have, I'm sure. And at some point, the horses over here will need straw, so I think maybe grabbing 2 loading wagons worth of straw and bring over to the silo would be good. I'm going to just assume they're going to take all 90,000 liters. Yep, and they did. Let me come over here before I forget. We'll top them off with some water as well. That'll take a while, but now we'll bring our truck and trailer over to the east side, empty out our combine, and yeah, get that fired back up so we can get some of the harvest done this early morning. Yeah, I got to find something to sell today. Hopefully the market goes in our favor at some point. I mean, we are just at 7 o'clock in the morning, so we got plenty of time for something in the market to go our way and bring in some cash. I don't think it's going to be like the last couple days where we earn over $500,000 and we get to pay off a huge chunk of the loan. I don't think that is going to happen, but it could. I mean, if the milk price goes up, that would be a huge chunk of cash, and of course we got the cotton that we're waiting for to go up as well, so it is possible. Got the combine all emptied out, so we got a worker harvesting field 32. I think it's field 32, the far end field. Yep, he's back to work there, putting down the straw swath, and I kind of forgot about the contract over here. I just remembered because I need to check contracts. I'd like to find something for field 35, and I'm like, oh yeah, what about the contract in field 33 that you took for cultivating for like $7 grand? That's a nice little chunk of change right there. But what we're going to do is wait for that to get all the way down. Yep. Hire a course play worker for field 33. Go around 3 times. Calculate. Wait for it. There we go. I will put it down first, and then I'll go ahead and drive course. Yep, we'll let that go. So, yep, we're harvesting over here. Our truck is ready to go bring some barley on over to our factory over here. What I want to check on next is we're going to come up here to our wood chipper just to see what's going on up here. Almost 200,000 liters of wood left. 250,000 liters of wood chips to be sold, and I could just stand in the global company section and just find out by looking at the lower right hand corner. We got plenty of fuel as well. I would like to cut down some more trees right now, but I think we're good there. And everything else should be good up here. We do have our harvest to do up here as well. We will get to that eventually, he says. It'd be easier if I just teleport down to here. There we go. And I don't remember if I mentioned this last time, but I ended up putting a DEF fuel pump up here. One of my tractors up here is short on DEF fluid. So, you know, originally a long time ago I said, yeah, we'll just we'll buy canisters when we need them. And I thought, you know what, for $5,000, let's go ahead and just put it on down. So how are we doing on the wool? Yeah, the wool is spawning like crazy right now, which is good. So I got like 100 and probably 10,000 liters sitting up here. Hopefully the price comes along good there. Wow, you chickens are messy, messy, messy. Give the sheep some water just in case. I think we just fed them not long ago, right? The sheep? Where are the sheep? Oh yeah, they're good. They're good for probably like 6 more days, and the water should be fine. How did the pigs come out on hay? Straw. Oh, good. They almost topped them off there. Yeah, I guess I could top off the hogs / pigs, but we're getting ready to sell them later on today, or maybe not until tomorrow. In game, anyways. So what did I plant up here? I kind of forgot. Soybean. Yes, I do have plenty of crop everywhere else. I mean, there's a lot of things I guess I could be selling. I've been kind of saving it up to keep feeding the pigs. The corn, definitely need to keep that for the pigs. But between the canola, sunflower, and soybean, I could sell some of those off if the pricing was good. But right now, yeah, that pricing's not the greatest. Not the greatest there either. That price probably was good for canola. The oats are for the horses, and of course barley and wheat. Wheat is for feeding the chickens or the pigs, and the barley, that's for bread making. But that's pretty much where we are today. Like I said, I'll probably do is once this combine gets finished harvesting this field here, usually I probably would use the T8, but since the only thing I got left over here to use would be the John Deere. if I can find the John Deere. There's the John Deere. How you doing? So I'm probably going to pick up the loose straw with this. And then bring over to the side. Like I said, a couple of loads ought to be good. If I can remember where I parked the loading wagon. Is it even down here? Haven't used it in a while. I think it should be down here. Is it going to be into our shed over here? I see something in here. That is our loading wagon. I should change out the wheels on the John Deere for doing what we're doing, but I think dual twins, and since we're only picking up straw, is probably good enough. But definitely, I mean, usually what I would probably do is bale it and then bring it to the BGA, to our TMR mixer, and let the TMR mixer chop it up there just because it'd be quicker. But I think today, I mean, we got the loading wagon, might as well use it. Like I said, bring at least a couple loads over, and then I'll check the silo over here as well. Make sure I got at least a trailer or one load into that silo for the horses, because we got two stables up here that could use straw once in a while. Let's go ahead down and lower that. It's been a while, but I don't remember how much horsepower this 8R. This is an 8R, isn't it? Yeah, it's an 8R. I don't remember how much horsepower this has. But we are only hauling a loading wagon, so it shouldn't be too difficult for the 8R. I would assume the 8R at least has like a 350 horsepower engine in it, I would think. And usually what we do is we usually put the biggest engine in there possible, because that's the way I like my vehicles. I always try to go with the biggest engine possible, as long as I got the cash, just so when it's later on, I don't always have to think of what engine's in here. Do I have the biggest, you know, if it having trouble hauling something, I'll know that, well, I know it's the biggest engine in here, so if this can't haul it, upgrading it is not going to help any, because I can't upgrade it. Yeah, I think, isn't it what we usually do on this field anyways, is take the straw out of this field, and then the other two fields we bale it on up? I think that's what we do. But it's good to get the straw off it for the horses, for the cows, for the pigs as well. And of course, it's good that all the barley / wheat, whatever we decide to harvest, that all goes to our bakery to make some beautiful bread. And our combine's just about full, which I just realized my truck can only take half of what the combine is going to be full of. So we'll go ahead and just fill up this. I'll go unload it to the silo. We'll grab my truck, unload the combine, head over to the bakery. Just push that all into the bakery so I can start firing back up. And at some point, I'll have to keep going back over to the sugar factory and the bakery and empty out the pallets on the spawn point. Gonna be kind of a busy couple days here in the farm. I mean, it's always busy as it is, but that one day of rain just pushed everything back a day, so now it's like everything is kind of ready at the same time. I mean, we usually overlap as it is, but yeah, that rain just pushes back just a little bit. Which happens in real life to farmers. Alright, so we are just about full here in that combine. I hope you can get down to the other end, sir, and turn around so the pipe is on the correct side. But we all know how it goes in Farming Simulator. The combine always fills up with the pipe facing the crop side. Which is okay if you're not playing with crop destruction on. I was bringing the John Deere over to the hog barn and dumped the straw into the silo, but then I got the message that the combine is full, which I pretty much knew I wasn't going to get over there in time to unload that before this filled up. And I'd rather keep this up and rolling. The good news is the combine actually made it to the other end of the field and turned around and went 10 yards and said, nope, I'm full. And it won't be long before you're full again, because I can only empty out halfway. As long as you're going in, that's fine. Not quite the way you want to load your trailer, but it's working. We'll get a full trailer and head to the bakery. And thank you very much. Let's get over this side here so I'm out of the way of the combine. So I do believe the next in-game day we should have more horses to sell. Not a whole lot, but it'll be more than enough. Definitely to take care of some payments. And I did see my quad tech. He was still going around doing the headlands on this field. Once he gets done with the headlands, it shouldn't take him too long to zip up and down and finish that field off. I mean, he's pretty much, what, 60, 70% done? Yep, and there's the John Deere with a trailer full of straw, which I was heading over to the hog barn with. And here's a trailer I left here. Today I was selling the digestate at the garden center. Now the only thing I am having a little issues with the bakery is I kind of crowded the bakery too much. Meaning when I go in with a truck and a trailer, the curbs on it, I was going to do some landscaping around it to bring the land up to the height of the curb, so it makes it easier for me to get in and out of the bakery. I mean, overall it's not too bad from one side, but the side next to the solar panels is a pain. So coming from this side is not too bad. But still, I still clip that curb every time, I think. So the problem is here, you can kind of see the curb, and usually I turn left when I come out of here. If I try turning right, usually if there's pallets there, I knock them over and it just causes a big whole mess. See if I can get out of here. Yep. With an empty trailer, it's not too bad. Now, if I try to enter from this way and exit the other way, that's a real problem. But I'm going to head back over to the combine, help him empty on out. But I think this is where we're going to wrap up today's episode, guys. Yeah, we got a lot done this morning. Just some small things. We made sure our greenhouses are up and running. We picked up the sugar beet off the ground. Oddly enough, I didn't lose any sugar beet. Usually I lose just a little bit amount of liters, but not enough to say so. When you're talking 90,000, losing about 10 liters, no one cares. But we ended up getting all the liters back. And we started our harvest over here. And the big thing is, yeah, we paid $800,000 off our loan last night, so that was really nice. So fingers crossed today that maybe the prices go our way. Maybe a great demand on something that we have, and it's even better than I would thought it would be. And maybe we can pay off a huge chunk again. But yeah, like I said, that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time right here in the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.